Hi, welcome to the History Bite-Size page for kids. This is a What's in the Box production. Hope you enjoy. If you like my channel, please subscribe so I can make more fun videos.
Hi everyone, today we will be talking about the history of the world-famous Statue of Liberty in New York City. The three Frenchmen in the making of the Statue of Liberty. The idea for the statue was conceived in 1865, when a French historian, Édouard de Laboulaye, proposed a monument to commemorate the centennial of the USA independence in 1876, the perseverance of American democracy and the liberation of slaves. Bartholdi studied architecture in Paris as well as painting later. Bartholdi turned his attention to sculpture, which afterward exclusively occupied him in his life. Eiffel attended college in Paris, to prepare for the difficult entrance exams set by the engineering colleges in France. After a few years constructing railway bridges, in 1866 Eiffel managed to borrow enough cash to set up his own workshops. The idea of the Statue of Liberty, which had first been put to Bartholdi in 1865 by his friend Edward René de Laboulaye, at a dinner party, resulted in the Statue of Liberty. In 1881 Eiffel was contacted by Auguste Bartholdi, who was in need of an engineer to help him to realize the Statue of Liberty. Some work had already been carried out by Eugene Viollet-le-Duc, but he had died in 1879. Eiffel was selected because of his experience with wind stresses. Eiffel devised a structure consisting of a four-legged pylon to support the copper sheeting which made up the body of the statue. The entire statue was erected at the Eiffel Works in Paris before being dismantled and shipped to the United States. The construction of the Statue of Liberty took about 9 to 10 years, from 1875 to 1886. The statue was built in France over a period of 9 years, 1875 to 1884, and then shipped to the United States, where it took an additional 4 months to reassemble before its dedication on October 28, 1886. The pedestal, designed by American architect Richard Morris Hunt, was built on Bedloes Island, now Liberty Island, and completed in 1886. The pedestal was funded by American contributions, spurred by a campaign led by newspaper publisher Joseph Pulitzer. A quick history of Bedloes Island and Fort Wood. The island was originally known to the Lenape people as Oyster Island. In 1667 Isaac Bedloe, a Dutch merchant, acquired the island. Despite his name sticking for nearly 300 years, his family eventually sold it off to pay his debts. Fort Wood. As tensions rose with Great Britain, leading up to the War of 1812, the U.S. government realized the harbor was sitting ducks. They built a series of fortifications. The design, a heavy granite fortification, was built in the shape of an 11-pointed star. It was named Fort Wood in 1814, after Lieutenant Colonel Eleazar Derby Wood, a hero of the War of 1812 who died in battle. The fort served as an artillery post and later an infantry garrison, but it never actually saw active combat. The Grand Transformation. When France gifted the Statue of Liberty to the U.S., the planners needed a massive, stable base. They looked at Fort Wood and realized the 11-pointed star was the perfect architectural for the pedestal of the statue. Initially, the statue was intended to celebrate the end of the American Civil War and the abolition of slavery, hence the broken chains at her feet. However, its proximity to Ellis Island changed its meaning. In the 1980s, the statue was showing its age. A massive restoration was launched for its 100th birthday. The original torch, which was leaky and badly corroded, was removed and replaced with a new one covered in 24K gold leaf. You can still see the original torch in the island's museum today. Many of Eiffel's original iron ribs were replaced with stainless steel to prevent galvanic corrosion, a fancy way of saying the copper and iron were eating each other. After all the restoration, let's hope she keeps the torch alight for the next 150 years. She stands as a symbol of light to the whole world and humanity. I hope you enjoyed my video on the Statue of Liberty as she reaches her 150th birthday. Thank you for watching and check out my other bite-size history videos.